I'm doing excellent.
Yep, real good.
I'm getting a lot of reverb from your YouTube stream.
Yeah. Okay. I just got to be quiet because it's 1:45 in the morning.
Your choice.
Yeah.
So, question to start the conversation off with. You're going to have to shut your background off because it's coming through the audio. Whatever other tabs you have, you're going to have to just shut them.
All right.
So, my question to you is, are you open to the possibility that you are incorrect?
Not really.
Okay, so why should we have a conversation if you're not open to the possibility?
I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you.
No, but so I'll ask the question again. Are you open to the possibility that you are incorrect?
Sure.
Excellent. Next question. Do words have meanings?
Yes.
Cool. Excellent. So, what was the topic of the video that you commented on?
Shit. I have to have a look. I don't know. You tell me.
The topic of the video was God's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I pointed out that 10,000 children a day die of starvation. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I pointed out that you claim your God is omnibenevolent, omnipotent, omniscient. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you agreed that words have meanings, correct?
Yes.
So what's the meaning of the word omnipotent? Omnipotence.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Omnipotence means all powerful. Omni meaning all, and potence meaning power, all powerful. Okay, you agreed that words have meanings, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so God, your claim God has the power, all powers. So why did 10,000 children die yesterday and today?
Because
no, you're not. You're not going to come with an excuse. You're not going to come with free will or a fine-tuning argument. Why?
That's not an excuse.
Yes, it is, because words have meanings, correct? You claim that your God is all powerful. If I was all powerful, yes. if Scott Stell, that would be me, was all powerful, you know what would not have happened yesterday? 10,000 children dying.
Yeah, because it's sin.
No,
it's not him.
Again, what's the definition of sin? Words have meanings, correct?
Right.
What's the definition of sin?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know what it is, but I don't know.
No, you don't know what it is, because if you knew what it was, you would be able to define it. So sin, in order for there to be sin, there needs to be a deity. And you cannot provide any evidence of any deity. So there is no such thing as sin until you provide evidence for a deity.
Sorry, what's a deity?
A God. An all-powerful thing. Something omnipotent.
There's so much evidence.
Unfortunately, you making claims does not.
No, because like
what? So here,
there has to be a creator.
Okay,
they
right
can't
there.
start from nothing to something.
No, stop. Right there is the crux. Your statement, there has to be a creator. That shows me, that tells me you are afraid. Why are you afraid?
I'm not afraid.
Yes, you are, because
there just has to be a creator.
No, exactly. Listen to the words you're saying and how you're saying that. There has to be, that is fear. That's all that is. We can boil it down.
It's not fear, though.
Yes, it is.
It's not fear.
Yes, it is. Because guess what? You know what I'm not saying? I'm not saying there has to be a creator. You want to know why? Because I'm not afraid.
That doesn't make any sense, buddy.
That makes totally sense. That makes total sense. So here, we'll put a pin in that. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you believe in gravity?
Mm.
Okay, so you're not floating around in your room, correct?
Mm.
And I'm not floating around in my room, correct?
Uh-huh.
Cool. So that means wherever you are, and it doesn't matter where you are, and where I'm at, we're both sitting down or laying down, right? We're connected to the earth, correct? That means there's gravity where you are, and there's gravity where I am, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And right now in Gaza and Palestine, right, all the corpses of the dead infants are also on the ground. That means there's gravity there. So that means gravity is omnipresent, present everywhere, omnipresent. So I have an example of an omnipresent force that is objective, because it doesn't matter if you're Christian or
The
Muslim.
whole point is, this isn't an excuse. It's
Yes, it is.
the whole thing. Started the whole thing was sin.
No, you
Yeah,
are
it
not.
was sin.
No, you are
Satan
not.
betrayed
No,
God,
you are. Nope, stop.
and he led.
I'm going to
he
mute you.
deceived
I'm
the
going to mute
humans.
you. Thank you. I just muted you because you cannot show an ounce of self-respect. Are you done? Because you're not addressing the point I brought up. So when you shift topics, that's because you are afraid. So please do not shift topics again, because I will mute you. So, omnipresent and objective, gravity is. I have a standard of all omni-property claims and all objective claims. And my example with my evidence is gravity. Do you understand that?
Your evidence is gravity.
Do you understand that?
Summarize that again.
Okay, I will do that for you. I appreciate your honesty. I have a standard for every single omni-property claim and every single claim of objectiveness. And my standard is gravity, because gravity I have evidence for. Do you understand?
Can you see gravity?
Do you understand? Before I answer your question, you need to answer.
Yes, I understand what you're trying to say. Can you see gravity?
No, I cannot. Can you?
Can you hear gravity?
No. I answered your question and then I asked you a question.
No, I can't. No, sorry.
Correct.
I cannot see gravity.
Excellent. So that seems to be a human thing, that we cannot see gravity, but we see its effects. Correct?
No, you can't see God. No.
Whoa, I said
but
gravity.
You know,
no,
but
stop.
You know it's there.
No, stop. I'm not going to allow you to get off the point that I made.
Okay. I'm not trying to get off the point. Calm
down. Yes, you are. Because I'm talking about gravity, and all of a sudden you brought up.
So am I.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I cannot see gravity, and neither can you.
No.
Can the guy next door? Can he see gravity?
No, he can't.
Cool. So there is not a human being on the face of the earth that can, quote unquote, see gravity. Correct?
No.
Correct.
But okay, can I make my point now?
Yes. Now that you have actually shown an ounce of self-respect and finished addressing the point I made, yes, you may make a point. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so you can't see gravity.
Correct. I agree.
But you know gravity's there.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah. So that's the same. It's the same with God.
I disagree.
Okay,
how do we
make your point?
I disagree. How do we figure out who is correct? You or me? Or are we both incorrect? How do we figure that out?
What do you mean?
Excuse me?
If we're both, and if which one of us isn't, gravity exists, yes.
I agree.
Yeah, okay, so does God.
I disagree.
Because we know he's there, but we can't see him.
Stop. I will mute you. I disagree. How do we figure out who is correct? You or me? We have a disagreement now. How do we figure out who is correct? We agreed on gravity. That's why we're not having a fight about gravity.
I guess we're both correct.
No, it's not. Doesn't work that way.
Yes, because gravity exists, but so does God.
No. You are being intellectually dishonest now. Utterly and totally intellectually dishonest. You agreed that words have meanings.
Okay, Okay, here's another example.
No, I don't want an example. I asked the question, how do we figure out who is correct, you or me? Or are we both incorrect? We cannot both be correct, but we can both be incorrect.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, but you're not really letting me speak.
No, because what do you... Go ahead. Say a sentence. One sentence. What is it?
Sentence. Okay.
If
I
there's
can't
so
say it in one sentence.
No, I know. If there's so much evidence, okay, why can't you put it in one sentence? Because guess what? I don't need a sentence to provide my evidence, do I? I have a screwdriver. I don't know if you have your camera on, but I'm holding up a screwdriver. If I drop this screwdriver, where's it going to go?
To the ground.
Correct. I didn't even need a sentence, did I? So you are making claims that you cannot back up with evidence because you agreed words have meanings and the word evidence has a meaning.
Okay, well, like something has to come from something.
No,
that's my
no,
biggest
stop,
evidence.
No, stop. That is your fear again. You are making claims from your pit of fear, your terror of reality. You are making a claim that you cannot back up with evidence. Why are you afraid?
There is evidence. There is literal evidence.
No, there's not. Because I have evidence for my claim right here, and I don't need a sentence. But you can't provide anything without 25 minutes of gish gallop nonsense. So we're going to put a pin in this. I'm going to ask you another question. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to make a claim, and you're going to and please tell me if you agree with my claim. And my claim is that I, meaning me, Scott Stell, I will be, and I have been incorrect, mistaken, or incorrect about something, anything. Do you agree with that claim?
Have you been incorrect?
Or am I correct, or will I be incorrect, mistaken, or wrong about something, anything? Do you agree with that claim?
Okay, yes. I do think you have, yes.
Yes, I agree. See? No fight. My next claim. I only know if I am, if I was, or if I will be incorrect about something right now in this now moment. Do you agree?
Probably.
I agree. See how easy it is when truth is told? And my last statement is I am correct. I am reasonable and rational to apply this to every single human being that has ever existed. Do you agree?
Can you say that one more time?
I am reasonable and rational to apply that the first two claims, the first two statements, to every single human being that has ever existed.
That you will be wrong and mistaken.
That
yes.
they have been wrong as well.
Who have been?
I will start over. Claim number one is that I, Scott Stell, have been wrong, incorrect, mistaken about something, anything. And you agreed. Correct?
Yes.
Me, I have been. Okay. And I only know if I was wrong or if I am wrong in this right now moment. I think I have a screwdriver in my hand. Look, I'm correct. I think I have a screwdriver in my hand. Look, I'm incorrect. Do you understand the statement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And my third claim is that I am rational and reasonable, meaning I, Scott Stell, am rational and reasonable to apply the first two statements to every single human being that has ever existed. Do you agree with that statement?
Sure.
Cool. Okay, so I started out asking if you were open to the possibility that you were wrong, right? And so me applying my three claims to you means that you agree that you could be wrong about something, anything, correct?
Could be, yeah, anything. Sure,
cool.
I guess.
So how do we come to a conclusion if you are wrong on your claim? No, stop. How do we figure out if you are wrong on your conclusions of your God claims?
Because I know in my heart that he's true.
And again,
I've seen things that you haven't.
Stop. I will mute you. Stop. I have seen things as well, and I don't make a God claim. So your personal story is useless, just as my personal story is useless. How do we figure out if I am incorrect, if you are incorrect, or if we both are incorrect? How do we do that? Don't come with a personal story. I appreciate you thinking. That pause, that stop of words coming out of your mouth, I appreciate that so greatly. I cannot express how greatly I appreciate that. That silence is golden. I'm acknowledging you actually, for once, putting your emotional attachments aside and actually using your prefrontal cortex and critically thinking. I appreciate that.
How are we going to figure this out? Is that what you're saying?
Excellent question. Yes, that is the question.
Yeah, but how would I supposed to answer that?
Well, that's something that you and I could figure out right now. Are you open to that possibility?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I have a standard for an omnipresent force. Do you agree with my standard?
Yes.
Excellent. So that's how we figure it out. We have a standard now. So every time you come with quote unquote evidence, I'm going to compare it to my standard. That's why I ask everybody for gravity quality evidence, because we agree on gravity. Okay. Quality is a term for a standard that is repeatable, a repeatable standard. And evidence is evidence correlating with reality. This drops. I have evidence for this falls to the center of the earth because I can do it again and again and again. So I have a question for you, and I appreciate your openness. I appreciate your openness and your honesty, and you're actually thinking. And I'm acknowledging that, and I appreciate you respecting yourself and not throwing out a bunch of gish gallop. I truly, honestly appreciate that. So, do you have it? Don't name the book, but I'm going to ask, do you have a favorite book? That's a yes or no question.
Sorry, yes.
Okay. So, do you have a favorite book? Do you think I have a favorite book?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you think Muslims have a favorite book?
I'm sure they do.
Do you think Hindus have a favorite book?
Probably.
Do you see where I'm heading with this line of questioning?
Yeah, but have you ever wondered and
Stop.
just realized
Stop.
that all
Stop.
religions lead
stop.
up to
I
a God?
will mute you. Stop. Grow up. Do you see where I'm heading with this line of questioning?
Okay, but can I just say, I can't even speak.
No, you can acknowledge, and that is a lie. You can acknowledge the point I'm making, and then we can move on to your point. But not until you find an iota, a modicum of self-respect to acknowledge the point I am making. Because that's what adults do. That's what mature adults do. So, do you see where I'm heading when I point out that every human seems to have a favorite book? Do you see the point? Do you see the point I'm making?
I think so.
Okay. I'm not going to delve into it because that would take too much time. So, what's the point that you want to make?
The point I want to make is that there is a God.
That's a claim. No, that's a claim. And I've explained the quality of evidence I need. I need gravity quality evidence. And you making a statement is not evidence, is it? I'm going to claim that I'm a 7-foot giraffe. Can I back that up? Hello? Can I back up my claim that I'm a 7-foot giraffe? No, correct. And you can't back up the claim you just made.
I can, because there has to be a probable cause
right
for the universe.
Stop. That's your fear talking. That is your utter terror of reality. Words have meanings. And what I hear is terror, fear. Now, I'm going to make a couple assumptions. I'm going to assume you're a rather young individual. You are not as old as me. I'm 54. Okay? And I'm going to assume that you're the same religion that your parents are. And I'm going to assume that you're the same religion as all your community is. And all your
No.
culture. I'm wrong in my assumptions? Which one?
No.
Which one am I wrong with?
You're wrong with my whole community, my whole yes, my family is.
Okay. Is that
Yes.
not a community? Is that not the core community?
Okay, it's the core, sure.
Yeah, okay,
But
cool.
I've had my own doubts and trials, yeah.
Okay, but that's not the question. Why are you bringing up something I'm not addressing yet? I'm not addressing that. What I'm addressing is the words that came out of my mouth. That you are a young individual, correct?
Yes.
And that you are the same religion as your parents, correct?
Yes.
And that you are the same religion as your community, correct?
My core community as my parents, yes.
And your siblings? If you
Yes.
have any. And your aunts and uncles?
No.
No? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being honest?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you are because you didn't say yes. You said which is a sign of inhonesty.
Well, that means yes over here.
It does here as well. But you know what really means yes? Using the word yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
That my aunts and aunties and uncles,
yes.
Most of them are not Christians.
Thank you very much for showing your dishonesty. Did I say all? I said
no, you didn't.
Aunts and uncles. I said aunts and uncles very generally, and you had an honest answer, an intellectually honest answer.
No,
would have been.
I know, but oh my gosh, when I say most, I mean all.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your honesty. Are you in pain right now because you were actually honest?
What?
No, you're not in pain because you were honest. See, you are afraid of being honest. And I can do this.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can do this all day long. Guess what you can't do all day long?
I'm not afraid of being honest, buddy.
Yes, you are. You just lied about your aunts and uncles. And my name is Scott, okay? So show a little bit of self-respect, okay? Because when you start calling me buddy, you are now othering me. Okay, you're not respecting yourself. Okay, you're trying to make me look like something I'm not because I have been utterly and totally respectful of myself. And from that self-respect, I've been utterly and totally respectful of you. So my name is Scott, and I would appreciate it if you had the self-respect to actually call me Scott. Are we still engaged in conversation, my fellow human being? Are we still engaged in the conversation, my fellow human being? Why are you joining the stage again?
You're glitching. Sorry.
Why are you on the screen twice?
Oh, crap.
I'm going to kick you from the studio. Okay, so are we still engaged in the conversation, my fellow human being? Are we still engaged in the conversation, my fellow human being? Going once. Going twice. Are we still engaged in a conversation, my fellow human being?
Yes, sorry, it was
no problem. No problem. I don't need it. Technical difficulties. Okay, so my name is Scott. Are you going to call me Scott, or are you going to keep trying to other me and call me Buddy?
Okay.
So, have I treated you with respect this whole conversation? And he's having technical difficulties again.
No.
I haven't treated you with respect?
Not the whole way.
Okay, so please explain when I have not been respectful to you.
Like, the thing is, I
No,
can't say what I want to say.
No.
Exactly. You just proved my point. Right now.
No, and you
Exactly.
you've proved my point because I asked you a direct question.
You're literally proving my point right now.
No, you're not. Because
Like, you're like
no, you don't understand what
Piers
words
Morgan.
No, you don't understand what words mean. Because
Like,
letting you go off point when I've asked you to be on point is not respectful to yourself. So why are you disrespecting yourself?
yeah, but when I say something on your point.
No, you not. No, I don't. If you're talking on my point, I let you talk on my point. But you don't do that.
Yeah, but when I want to say something on your point, I can't say it because you keep doing what you're doing now.
No, I will let you talk about my point if you knew what my point was. Okay, but you don't, because all you want to do is talk about a thing that you can't provide any evidence for. That I've
got so much evidence, but I can't say it because you're not letting me.
We're 22 minutes and 11 seconds in, and you have not provided one iota.
Okay.
No. Wait. So right now I'm going to ask you for your best, your all best, your best.
Okay, thank you.
No, stop talking. Stop talking. Right now, I'm going to ask you for your all bestest piece of evidence. Okay. Now, if you don't provide your bestest, that's not my fault, is it?
Yes, it's not your fault.
Correct. So one piece, just one, not a million words, one piece of evidence like this. That's the evidence I'm asking for. Like this. I have a standard. I've explained my standard. You've agreed with my standard. Is it the piece of evidence that you're going to come with, does it meet my standard? It's a yes or no question. Does your evidence that you're about to provide meet my standard?
Yes.
It does? I hope so, because otherwise you're lying, and I will call it out. Go ahead. And I will mute you if it is not up to my standard. So go ahead. What is your piece of evidence? Are you trying to build suspense? Should I start a drum roll? It's because you don't have gravity quality evidence. Thank you for proving my point. The silence is deafening. You do not have gravity quality evidence when I have it. I have a standard that you are unable to meet. Just admit that, and then we can move on with the conversation. And I'll give you 30 more seconds. Just because this is fun. And you don't have it. My last question to you is, why are you so afraid? And I know the answer to that. Because your parents have abused you. Because they've handed down the abuse from generation to generation. And with that... Oh, are you back?
I've had my own...
I will mute you if you don't give gravity quality evidence.
Oh my gosh. Did you not hear that whole thing I was just talking about?
Nope, you were muted the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
sorry.
No, don't apologize to me, because you can't provide the gravity quality evidence.
Okay, so the precise conditions needed for life...
Stop.
Point door designer.
Stop. That is utter rubbish. That does not meet my standard. Why are you lying? Why did you lie to me?
I didn't lie.
Yes, you did. The fine-tuning argument? Are you serious? Are you serious? Unmute yourself. You can't seem to figure out how to use your phone. I asked for gravity quality evidence. Just admit you don't have it. This guy can't even figure out how to use his phone.
Look, the
No,
fine
don't
tune.
tell me to look. I asked you, just admit you don't have the kind of evidence that I have.
I do.
So
I'm about to spit it out right now.
No, you're not, because you don't have it.
The fine tuning of the
No,
universe,
Stop.
the
That is not-
existence
stop,
of moral
stop.
value.
Stop. And your behaviors are pathetic. Are you done? Again, just admit you don't have the evidence, the gravity equality evidence that I have. Just admit that so we can move on.
This is the thing
No,
about
no,
especially
stop.
Americans.
Stop crying. Stop crying. Why are you
I'm
crying?
trying to say it to you, but
No,
you're not going to let me.
No, you are crying. This is 30 minutes into this conversation, and you are still crying.
Okay. Can you please? I'm just asking you
No,
nicely.
you're crying.
Please be quiet for 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes.
No. You wanna
Please,
hold a
I'm
stream?
begging you.
No, you do a stream where you can control the conversation. I don't care about your crying. What I do care about is why are you so afraid? Why are you so afraid? And I know the answer. Let me ask you a question. Put a pin in this. I'm going to ask you a question. What is your inner voice self-story? And by that, I mean the story you tell yourself about yourself. Whose voice tells that story, and in what manner that story is told to you?
So you what are you saying?
I will repeat. What is your inner voice self-story? The story you tell yourself about yourself. Whose voice tells that story, and in what manner that story is told to you?
Can you explain in simple terms, because it's 2 a.m. and I can't think straight?
Yes, I will give you my inner voice self-story, and then you can see if you understand it. Okay?
Okay.
So I respect myself. I enjoy being me. I'm complete. I am at peace with myself and existence. I am the change I wish to see in the world. I like the guy I see in the mirror. The voice is my own strong, genuine, authentic, honest voice. And the story is told to me by my best friend with compassion, caring, awareness, appreciation, generosity, spirit, and curiosity.
Okay.
Do you understand the story I just told you?
Mm-hmm.
That's my story. That's my inner voice self-story.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mirror that? What story you tell to yourself about yourself? Whose voice tells that story? And what manner that story is told to you?
I'm just a chill guy.
You're just a chill guy. Okay, that really doesn't cut it. I'll ask you a question. Do you have any regrets?
Yes, I do have regrets.
Okay, I don't. And that's
bullshit. Sorry. That's not true.
Okay. So you're telling me that I'm not allowed to self-report?
Like, everybody has regrets.
No, I'm telling
everybody is sinned.
No, I'm telling you, I don't. And you don't believe me. Why don't you believe the words that come out of my mouth about my own inner voice self-story?
Oh, because everybody has had regrets.
No, maybe I have had regrets, but I don't have regrets right now. Do you see the difference in those two statements?
Well, you just said, have I had regrets?
Oh, that's not what I said. I said I have had regrets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you just said not right now.
Yes, correct. I don't have them anymore. Words.
Yeah, but you have had regrets.
Correct.
Exactly.
Just like I have been incorrect about something. But you know what? I'm not incorrect about those things anymore because I know that now. Correct? See, you don't seem to understand that words have meanings. So I have no regrets. But you don't believe me because you're so emotionally attached.
I believe you have. I believe you don't have regrets right now.
Correct. Then that's all that needs to be said. Correct.
Okay.
So you have regrets now. So do you know you have an inner voice?
What, you're talking about the one that talks yourself?
Yeah, that's your inner voice, yourself. That voice you have in your head. Does that speak nicely to you, or do you talk negative about yourself? Do you cry over spilled milk?
No.
You don't cry over spilled milk?
No.
Okay, well then you don't have regrets because having regrets means you're crying over spilled milk. But you do cry over spilled milk. That's why you have regrets.
Okay, can I ask you, do you ever have that feeling of, what you know that it's wrong, but
No.
you still Wouldn't
No.
do it. You know
Nope.
what's okay. You know what's wrong and you know what's right, right?
In my own personal experience, I have my standard of right and wrong correct, but it is not your
Yes.
standard. It is not your
That-
standard.
That
Don't-
right or wrong is it's the Holy Spirit that lives in you that Jesus gave to you
wrong. Why?
after he died on the cross.
Why are you lying? Because I have a standard of objective claims, don't I? You're making a
Okay, you can't say I'm lying because we
No,
both have different
no,
views.
you are lying, and I'm telling you, you are lying because
Yeah, but
have,
I could say the same to you.
no, you can't because I have a standard of objective claims. Does gravity care if it's a Bible or a Quran or a Tao Te Ching or a Veda? Or do they all fall at 9.81 meters per second towards the center of the earth? They all fall exactly the same rate towards the center of the earth, don't they? I have a standard for all objective claims. You do not. And the rubbish you just spewed, which is a lie, does not meet the standard that I have, that you agree with. I can do this all day long. You cannot.
Me too.
No, you can't. Because
Yeah, but I can.
I know you can't. Because you haven't done it yet. So getting back to spilled milk and regrets and your claims of right and wrongness.
Yeah, my claims are right.
Okay, is it wrong to steal bread?
Well, yes.
Is it wrong to steal bread?
Is it wrong to steal bread from a shop?
No.
Sure.
I've asked a statement. I've asked my question. Please do not change it. Please answer
No.
my question.
Okay.
Is it wrong to
Yes,
steal
correct.
bread? Okay, even if I'm
No. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you want to backpedal because you realize you don't have an objective standard because there doesn't exist one. It's not wrong to steal bread if I had a starving child. Now, is it?
If you have a starving child and that starving
No,
child stole bread, is that okay? Is that your point?
No, you can't even follow along with simple English words. Is it wrong for me to steal bread if I have a starving child to feed?
Biblically, no, it's actually not.
No.
It's actually okay.
No, it's not wrong. The
No,
answer
it's
is
not wrong.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
I agree. So,
Okay.
everything is contextual. Do you know what contextual means?
No.
Okay, contextual means taken in context. And the context of this conversation is right now. Just like every conversation. So when you bring up your crappy book, okay, you got to take it in context. And the context is right now. And that crappy
The context says
no, the
God
context.
exists.
Stop. I will mute you in 2 seconds. Stop. You're lying. The context is starving children should be fed. Correct?
Sure. Correct.
Thank you. And it doesn't say that in your crappy book. Not one iota.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
Jesus fed
No, stop.
thousands of stars.
I will mute you, you self-disrespecting person. It does not say that in that book. And if it does, I want chapter and verse.
Okay.
No.
please.
No. I want chapter and verse.
Okay. I'll get it right now. I'll literally get it right now.
So sad. So sad.
Sorry, before I get it.
No, before you get it. Or we could just drop.
You said you've read the Bible, right?
Yes, cover to cover, back and forth, and in parallel. Have you?
So you should know that Jesus.
Have you read the Bible? A Bible. Have you read one?
Yes.
What version?
The new one, you know.
I don't know the new one. You know. That's why I asked. And you don't get the point. You don't understand why I'm asking what version, do you? Do you understand?
No, I don't understand why you're asking.
Okay. Because do you know what the word version means?
Yes.
What's version mean?
Like different types.
Correct.
Or, yeah.
Interpretations, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. I read the KJV, the King James Version. It's right there in the name that your
Right.
God does not exist. Abrahamic gods do not exist. It's right there in the name.
No.
KJV, King
King
James Version.
God told
No,
people
stop.
to write it.
No, stop. I made a point.
That's
you
what I'm
say the point or you get muted. What's my point? My point is there are different versions of a Bible, aren't there?
Sure.
Correct. And there are different denominations, correct?
Denominations, like
Yes.
different points of.
No, denominations as in Lutheran, as in Calvinist, as in Protestant, as in
Okay.
Catholic.
Okay.
Are there different versions?
Yes.
Who started the Lutheran version of Christianity?
One of the. Oh, I don't think anyone knows, but there's
I
chapters.
know. You want to know who started Lutherans? Martin Luther. That's why they're called Lutherans. It was his interpretation of a Bible that started the Lutherans. Do you see where I'm heading?
No.
No? Do you want me to cut it out for you? And spell
Okay,
it out with big crayons?
Just keep going.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
get it.
Okay. Guess what? Abrahamic gods do not exist by definition. Because if there was an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, omnibenevolent being, there would only be one version of its book, wouldn't there? Because words have meanings.
No, because
Stop.
back
No,
old time,
stop.
they
Stop.
thee thy
No,
thou.
no. You acknowledge my point, or you
Yeah,
say another word.
I'm acknowledging your point.
Okay, what's my point? No.
I'm
What's
disproving your point.
No. What's my point?
Your point is there should only be one version.
Correct. Why? Why
It doesn't work like.
No, it does work that way because words have meanings. If I wrote a book and somebody else wrote a book and took credit for my work, do I have the ability? Do I have the power to point that out to people?
Okay, I've got.
I asked a question. Do I have the power? Do I have the ability to point that out to the rest of the world?
You do if the words are 100 years old.
Yes or no question.
Yes.
Thank you.
You do.
So I have that power. Why doesn't your puny ass impotent claimed God have that power?
Have the power to change what?
Yeah, to get rid of all the wrong versions.
Like bad people, is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because there is no wrong version.
What are you talking about? There's contradictory versions.
Look,
There's
the King's. Sorry, Scott. The King James Version.
Yes.
You know how there's thy.
No. I know. The problem is you don't know.
I do know. Thy and thou. They changed it. All they did was change it to the more modern.
No.
The more. What do they call thou nowadays?
Wrong. They changed a couple words. And they also changed a couple meanings. Okay.
Okay, like what? Give me it. Spit it at me.
Do you condone slavery?
No.
No, neither do I. Is the word slavery in the version of a Bible that you have?
Is the word yes, it probably is.
Yes, it probably is correct. If your claimed God didn't want the word slavery to be there, why is it there?
Because he's saying how bad it is.
No, stop making stuff up. Stop lying.
No,
stop your intellectual dishonesty. The correct answer is you don't know because you don't have access to his brain, which he doesn't have since it's imaginary. And if you want to know something,
which one of those guys was in slavery? What was his name?
Excuse me?
I knew some. Oh, frick, what's his name? I know someone was in slavery in the Bible. It's obviously mentioned there. I don't know what.
What are you talking about, dude?
No, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about if I didn't want the word slavery in a book that I wrote, guess what there wouldn't be? There wouldn't be the word slavery. But there's slavery in a Bible in many versions.
Okay, well,
But in
let's
some,
say,
in some versions, they changed it to servitude.
okay, that's just like writing a book about how bad slavery is and then putting slavery in the book.
Dude, listen,
Like,
listen,
what are you saying?
stop your lying. Stop
No,
your dishonesty. Stop.
okay, but just listen to my point.
No, you don't
Uh,
have a point. That's the problem. Have you read a Bible cover to cover?
Yes,
You have. Is that a lie?
actually, no, I haven't. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty. Do you notice how every time you're honest, I praise you? Because I'm using positive reinforcement conditioning on you. I'm praising
Not
the
very.
behavior I want. So you haven't read a Bible cover to cover, but I have. I've also
I've read most of the Bible.
And does that mean all the Bible? No,
No.
because words have meanings.
Okay.
I've also read the Bible or the New Testament in parallel. That means I've read John at the same time, Matthew at the same time, Luke at the same time, and John. I missed one. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Yeah, I've read all four of them at the same time. And you know what happens?
What?
It doesn't line up. It's impossible. Words have meanings.
No, it does line up. What do you mean?
No, it does not. Why are you lying? Why are you being so intellectually dishonest?
Are you saying the story doesn't line up?
Yes, I'm saying the stories do not line up.
Okay, name one reason why they don't line up. Because they do line up.
No, they don't. Because I don't have the sheet in front of me. Because they why would is it Mark? Mark is being copied. Why would John? I think it's John. I don't think it's Luke. Why would John and Matthew copy Mark? Almost verbatim. Why would they do that?
Why would John and Matthew copy Mark?
Yeah. I'm asking you. Why would they do that? If they
They're not-
experienced it, why would they copy? I don't copy. Did I copy?
They didn't copy it.
They did. It's proven. There's evidence.
Okay, can you
in the
please
Bible.
find some?
Sure.
I'm not saying there isn't. I
saying
just
there
don't
is,
believe there
and
is.
you're saying there isn't.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do your homework. You do your homework.
Okay.
But guess what? I gave you my inner voice self story. If you copied my inner voice self story, would that be your inner voice self story? No.
No.
So why would you copy my inner voice self story? Why would Matthew and
Yeah, but they didn't.
They did. Words have meanings. It's right there in print. Do your homework. Stop.
So you're saying they
stop-
said Jesus died twice? Like,
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
The-
saying
well-
I'm saying that it's not true. I'm saying that Abrahamic gods do not exist by definition. I'm saying words have meanings. Omnipotence, omniscience. I have a standard, is what I'm saying. And you cannot provide any evidence that meets my standard. is
okay,
what I'm
but
saying.
you can't. What's your biggest evidence that God wouldn't exist?
Right here. I have a
Yeah,
standard.
but no, because He created gravity.
No,
What's
no,
your
that's
evidence that He doesn't exist?
that's
I don't understand.
honesty. My evidence that Abrahamic gods do not exist is in every single dictionary on the face of the planet. Do you know what every single dictionary is?
Yes.
What's every single dictionary? They're descriptive. They're not prescriptive. Do you have evidence of a prescriptive dictionary?
Prescripted.
Yes, prescriptive.
Prescriptive.
Yes.
So like before.
And in other words, that the words are you are told what the words mean. In other words, that there's an omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent presence that tells you exactly how the words should be used. Is there a prescriptive dictionary on the face of this earth? Is there?
Yes.
There is. Please.
How the word should be used. That's in like every dictionary.
No, that's what descriptive means. It means how they are used. Because words' meanings change. Words' meanings are not set in stone. So every single dictionary is descriptive. There is not one prescriptive dictionary on the planet. You know what? If I was an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, omnibenevolent force, you know what I would make? A prescriptive dictionary. Here's how the words should be used. And don't change the meanings, because it makes communication really difficult when the meanings of words get, when they get changed. You don't have a leg to stand on. And he's gone. If it's a he.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
All right.
Okay.
I just locking something up.
Okay. Why? Are you engaged in the conversation, or do you
Yes,
just, or do you,
it's related.
or are you just going to do whatever you can to hold on to your fears?
No, I'm looking at what the hell a prescriptive dictionary is, because I don't know shit.
Yeah, but there isn't one.
Well, at least what?
Listen, you have an emotional attachment, okay, due to your fear of reality. And it's been handed down to you by your parents. It's called indoctrination. Okay? I don't have that. I haven't been indoctrinated into any religions. I am a cradle atheist.
I know what you're trying to say, but like,
what am I trying? Why don't you let me say it? What am I trying to say? Go ahead, explain what I'm trying to say.
You're trying to say that I'm a Christian because my parents are.
I'm not trying to say that. I said that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So stop telling me what I'm trying to say when I just said it. I'm a cradle atheist. I was not indoctrinated into any religion. I was not forced into any religion. You were.
No, but I wasn't.
You were. Unfortunately, words have meanings. Your behaviors have shown that you were indoctrinated into it. You haven't even read the book yet.
My parents didn't come from a Christian family.
I don't care if where they came from. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but that's not. I know how I became a Christian.
Squat.
You don't. Exactly.
You don't know dick squat because you just accepted it. You are probably around 18 years old. Okay. Guess what? You don't even know what a prefrontal cortex is, do you? Do you know what your prefrontal cortex is?
Yes.
What's your prefrontal cortex?
It's part of my brain.
Correct. Which part?
The very front.
Correct. How old is it?
14 years old. What sort of question is that?
The question is, how old is the prefrontal cortex? It's the youngest part of a brain. Okay? It's the newest part. Okay? You're 14. Okay? I shouldn't be having this conversation. Okay? You're 14. Guess what? Your prefrontal cortex came online 2 years ago.
Okay.
This is science, dude.
I'm listening.
Okay, your prefrontal cortex came online 2 years ago. You know when it's fully online, when it's fully developed?
16, isn't it?
No.
18.
26 to 30.
Yeah, well.
Well, think about what I just said and acknowledge the point.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So the prefrontal cortex comes online at age 12. What happens from 0 to 12?
Nothing. What?
Yes.
You grow up.
Exactly. You grow up and you have role models, a mother and a father if you're lucky, or maybe, a male role model or female model, and you mimic them, you puppet them, you absorb their beings, their behaviors, who they are, what they think, how they think. You absorb them. You don't have a choice. That's just evolution. That's just human life.
Yeah, but they've never. We barely ever go to church.
No buts. Acknowledge the point I just made.
Yeah, okay, I get your point, but that's just different for me.
No, it's not, because you're a human being. You are not different. You are an individual, but you are not different. You and I are pretty much exactly the same. You want to know why? Because I'm going to guess you're male. I'm male. I'm going to guess you don't have any children. I don't have any children. Do I need to go on? Do I need to go further?
It's up to you, buddy. Sorry, Scott.
Thank you for showing me and yourself an ounce of respect. So, since the prefrontal cortex does not come online until age 12, that means you are a sponge and you absorb everything around you. So if there's alcoholism around you, you know what you absorb? Alcoholism. If there's respect, you know what you absorb? Respect. And if there's religion, you know what you absorb?
Yeah, but I have a soul and a mind for my own.
Stop
A prefrontal
talking.
cortex is not.
Stop talking when you don't know what you're talking about, please.
I do, but
No,
you're
you
just not
don't.
listening.
You don't, because if you did, you wouldn't have said what you said.
Okay.
The prefrontal cortex does not come online until age 12. For
Okay,
you,
what does a prefrontal cortex do?
very good question, sir. The prefrontal cortex is the center of human rationale, reason, executive functions, and critical thinking, to name
That's
a few.
what a soul is in
No, you are lying.
Christianity.
You are lying.
No, that's what a soul is.
You are lying because you cannot provide.
Your soul is your mind, your body, your spirit, your thoughts.
Stop your talking. Stop your talking, because you are lying and it's embarrassing.
That's what a soul is.
It's embarrassing.
It's what it.
Are you done? Are you done?
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you. So the prefrontal cortex comes online at age 12. So from 0 to 12, it is being constructed. Okay? And it's being constructed, it's being constructed for a very specific reason. So that the prefrontal cortex has zero to do with genetics and everything to do with experience.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
That's fine. You don't believe me. But if you go out and you do the research, guess what you're going to find out? That this schmuck right here, he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, but
And
you're literally.
No, I have a question. It's midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, however, whatever time it is. Why are you having a conversation at age 14 on the internet with a 54-year-old fellow human being on the internet? May I ask that question?
Well, I guess there's nothing else to do.
Did you ever hear about this thing called sleep?
I'd probably had better answers if it was 12 midday.
No, I don't think you would.
I would.
No, I don't think
you would. It's 2:44 in the frickin' morning.
No, I don't think you would. But that doesn't answer my question. Why is a 14-year-old allowed? Or are you not allowed? Do I remember in the beginning of the conversation, you said, I have to be really quiet. Is that because mommy and daddy would probably be upset if they knew their little angel was having a conversation on the internet in the middle of the night?
I just don't want to wake them up, obviously.
Do you think that mommy and daddy would be very impressed with their little angel having a conversation on the internet with a 54-year-old dude on the other side of the world?
They don't care. They'd actually be proud of me.
You don't care. You're 14 years old and they don't care. Wow. I'm going to question
14-year-old's pretty responsible.
I'm going to question your parents' parenting ability.
Please do.
Okay, well, have them come on next time. You have my YouTube, and I'll have a conversation with your parents.
Okay. We're busy.
I'm serious. I'm honestly serious. I would love to have a conversation with your parents.
Okay, No,
you wouldn't. I don't need any information. When they show up on my screen, I will do a stream with them. We'll have a conversation. I don't want any personal information. It was bad enough you told me you were 14. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I appreciate the bits of honesty that were shown. I appreciate the bits of respect that were shown. I appreciate the bits of intellectual thinking and stuff that were shown.
Okay, but
if you mention anything about a book or an imaginary character, you know what I'm going to do?
See, this is the thing.
I'm going to mute you if you mention.
I'm not going to talk about it. Just let me say my. Okay, so the thing,
I will mute you.
Yeah, that's literally the devil, is what people would say.
Yeah, and I muted you because you were mentioning imaginary characters. Dude, do you know what words mean? Do you have an ounce? Do you have an iota of self? Let me ask you a question.
This is why I can't speak, and you think you're winning, but you're not, because you know I'm right.
Stop. Where does self-respect come from? Hint, it's in the name. Where does self-respect come from?
Yourself.
That correct.
We just
Very
hit one
good.
out.
Excellent. Okay. What's the definition of self?
The definition of self.
Yeah, and I probably can't do that one myself, so I'll bring it up on the computer real quick. What's the definition?
Oh, crap, man.
No problem.
The
I got it right here.
definition-
I got it right here. I got it right here. A person's essential being that distinguishes them from others, especially
That's the
considering-
soul.
That's the self, correct.
As in, yes,
as in it distinguishes you from me, right?
yes,
So
that's what we
I-
believe as a soul.
no. It's got nothing to do with belief. Otherwise, it would have been in the definition. So my source of self-respect is me. That's what makes me Scott Stell. Okay? There's no God needed for self-respect. Because if God was needed for self-respect, guess what God would be? It would be in the definition. Stop with your rubbish.
We believe something
Stop
else. We
with your-
believe that
stop with your
what
rubbish.
you are is
And you get muted again, you putz. So, self-respect comes from yourself. If you had an iota of self-respect, you wouldn't be doing the behaviors you're doing. And you can sigh and whine and
no,
cry.
because I can't say my saying because you keep
That is
muting
a
me.
lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. I have allowed
How
you
is that a lie?
because I have allowed you to speak the whole time. But you don't
No,
want
you
to
haven't.
Yes,
No, you
no,
haven't.
no, but you don't want to speak about what I want to speak about, which is about true things.
That's exactly what I'm trying to speak
No,
about.
you're not. Because here, look, this is truth. This is going to fall towards the center of the earth. And actually, that's wrong. This is going to accelerate towards the center of the earth at 9.81 meters per second per second. That is truth. You making claims, me claiming I'm a 7-foot tall giraffe is not the truth. Because I can't back it up with evidence. And all the evidence.
Yeah, but all the evidence I'm trying to back it
No,
up with, you're
you
not letting
haven't.
me spit out.
That's a lie. Why do you consistently lie? You are.
My goodness.
You are lying.
Look, okay.
I will mute you faster than you
Exactly. You're proving my point. You're proving my
You're
point.
not. No, I'm not.
I'll mute you exactly when I try
Yeah,
and say
not
something.
yet. But are you going to say something true that you can
Well,
back up with evidence?
not in your eyes.
Oh, not in my eyes. Okay, here, look. Is this going to fall towards the center of the earth at 9.81 meters per second? Even if I close my eyes, even if you close your eyes, even if I wasn't here, even if you weren't here, this is an actual, real, objective, omnipresent force that everything has a personal relationship with. The things that you claim, but you can't back up with evidence. It's so sad. It's so sad.
I can back it all up with
No, you
evidence.
can't. We're an hour and 3 minutes into this, and you haven't provided an iota of evidence.
If we were an hour further away from the sun,
What does that? Oh my God! The fine-tuning argument again? Are you serious?
okay, if we're a kilometer away from the sun or an hour drive
It's
more,
amazing. It's amazing.
more,
It's amazing that you're even
more,
even
we would be
it's
absolutely cooked.
amazing that you're even able to breathe with the amount of intelligence you show. Are you serious? The fine-tuning argument? And who came up with the fine-tuning argument?
Intelligent people only talk when they need to. You
absolutely not.
obviously are not intelligent.
Emotionally attached people, scared people like you. What are you so afraid of? Why are you so scared?
I'm not afraid at all.
Yes, you are.
You are afraid. That's why
I'm not afraid of.
you're trying to prove there's no God because you're afraid of him.
Oh,
But that's good.
are you
should be.
serious? Did you just listen to what you just said? Did you just listen to what you just said? Are you?
You're trying to
serious?
prove there's no God because
I'm a
you
man.
are afraid of that there is.
Dude,
And then you'll
I'm
get.
not afraid of hell. Are you afraid of hell?
No, I'm not because I know I'm going to
You're
heaven.
not? Then you don't believe in God. Because it's right there in the book that you haven't read. It's so sad. It's so sad.
I could say the same to you. It is very sad
read
that you
the
don't
book.
believe in him.
No, I've read the book.
Because I
Cover
know
to
where you're
cover.
going if you don't
I've
believe.
read the book. No, you don't. Oh my God, dude! You agreed in the beginning that words have meanings. I messed my hat up.
Yeah,
agree?
words have meanings.
Yeah, I know, but you can't say that. You know where I'm going when you don't believe in where I'm going. I mean, are you serious, dude? Are you serious? You're not this stupid. I promise you. You're not this stupid. I promise you, you're not. You're choosing to be this stupid. Why? Why are you choosing to be this stupid? Why are you choosing to act like a moron? I don't get it. What are you afraid of? You don't know what you're afraid of.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Your mommy and daddy have told you to be afraid of something.
No.
And you have taken it hook, line, and sinker. You should have sucker tattooed on your forehead.
See, what you're saying is just demonic. Like you can just
go stop with the imaginary characters. It's imaginary.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. I'm on my 54th trip on this rock around the sun. I'm 40 years older than you. Provide evidence. And the fine-tuning argument is not evidence. It's an argument. It's an argument. Words have meanings. Remember? I have evidence. I don't need arguments. You need arguments because you don't have evidence. Because if you had evidence, you wouldn't come with the freaking fine-tuning argument. Wouldn't be up in the middle of the night.
There has to be a creator. That's my evidence. Well, that obviously there's better evidence than that, but
stop your crying.
That's mine.
Stop crying. If you want to cry,
who created the universe? Tell me that.
Stop crying. All that is crying. You're crying.
Exactly.
You're crying. What?
Who created the universe?
Why are you crying?
Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
Crying.
I'm asking you a question. Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
Yes. Because it's not an argument.
And was it two particles out of nothing collide with something?
Dude, you don't even know. You don't know what the Big Bang Theory is, so don't.
Okay, explain it to me. How did it happen? The very, very beginning.
It's called a singularity. Okay? And it's named by some schmuck Christian who was trying to make fun of it. But unfortunately, we humans, we get stuck on things.
I'm not saying the Big Bang Theory is false. I'm just saying there has to be.
You don't even understand it. You don't even understand it. You said
then explain it to me.
No, that's not my job.
You schmuck.
I know I'm a schmuck. I admitted that, you schmuck. At least I know I'm a schmuck.
Okay, wait. I'm interested anyway. How was the Big? How did the Big Bang happen?
I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm not a physicist.
You just said you know what it is and you believe in it.
I understand. I believe in it. And I know it's not two particles. It starts from a singularity.
Okay, it says that there was nothing.
Am I a physicist?
Okay, but you should just know this. Because even I know, and I'm 14 years old.
Am I a physicist?
Well, I don't know that. Maybe you are.
And then ask me. I've already said I wasn't. But you were not bright enough to listen. So,
okay, but
why would we talk about physics if I'm not a physicist?
Okay, but I'm 14 years old, and I know
that to do with the price right from China?
It says that there was nothing
before
the universe.
It does not say that.
Okay, just say what was before the universe was created. Look it up.
We don't know.
Exactly, nothing.
No. Then why are you saying you do know?
Why are you because saying it says it? I've looked it up and researched.
Dude, words have meanings. You say
okay
doesn't mean thick squat.
No, I'm into space and
No, you're not.
Astronomy. Yes, I am.
Look, you're into mental
I know that scientists and astronomers says that there was nothing before. How could nothing turn into something that's so great?
Stop crying. I know you're afraid. I know you want to crawl up in a fetal position, suck your thumb, and have mommy come and soothe you. I know that.
See, you just won't admit I'm right. It's just
it's not about admitting you're right. It's about being intellectually honest. It's about having an iota of self-respect. I don't know the origins of the universe. But does that feed the hungry child that's starving? If I knew? No, you want to know what feeds the hungry child that's starving? Is giving it food. Because that's the topic of the video.
Who feeds the starving child?
Fellow human beings feed the starving child. because
fellow human
Abraham-
beings feed the starving child.
because Abrahamic gods do not exist by definition, because words have meanings, because every single dictionary is descriptive and not prescriptive.
Okay, you might as well just skip that because I don't even know what that means. But
That's not my fault, okay? But you can go out and you can figure out what it means, can't you?
okay,
So it's an hour, 10 minutes, okay? Your mommy and daddy are not going to be very impressed that you're up in the middle of the night, but I would love to have a conversation because they suck as parents.
well, I'm 14 years old and I'm
what's that got to do with the price of the
responsible
right
enough
child?
to look after myself.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you have mommy and daddy. You have them send me a message. I will have a hold a stream with them, and let's see if they agree with you. Or go wake them now. Go wake them.
Yes, of that obvious. Would
Go
you
wake
wake
'em.
your
Go wake
parents
'em.
at that age? Would
No.
they be
You want to
happy?
know why?
Exactly.
Because I'm a 54-year-old adult.
Yeah,
who-
they would be pissed,
Who
and
does
so would
not
I.
live
So
under
would
the
my
roof of my
parents.
parents. Because I have a functioning prefrontal cortex. Because I am self-sufficient, which you are not. Which is why you live under your parents' roof. Man. Anyway, It's been an hour and 11 minutes. Good luck. Do some research.
I've
Okay?
done my research.
No, you haven't, because if you
It's
did,
actually 3 a.m, and I just won a conversation with a 54-year-old man at 3 a.m. at 14 years old.
More claims.
Nothing
more
can
claims.
turn into something without a creator.
Stop
Just admit it.
crying. Stop
Just
crying.
admit it.
Stop your crying. Why? Do you wet your bed as well? Because you sound like a little whiny, crappy baby. Do you have a diaper on right now? You must have a diaper on. Go change your diaper. Exactly.
No, I don't have a diaper on yet.
No, you do. And you keep talking out of it. So you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have your parents contact me, okay? And we'll have a conversation. I appreciate the little bits of self-respect and the little bits of intellectual honesty. I do.
Okay, let's just calm down.
No. Say bye-bye.
Okay, hang on.
Take the pacifier out of your mouth. Stop.
I hope you have a really good day. Jesus loves you.
More claims. Bye-bye. Which Jesus, by the way? The guy that lives down the street?
I wish you the
Pathetic. Hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to do another stream. So, enjoy.